people out there, it's us again. So in today's video we're going to be doing a sit down video because I asked you guys if you guys wanted a vlog or a sit down video, so y'all gonna get both, okay? But you guys asked a few good questions, so I want to do this first. So we have the kids here with us. You guys know Maddie and Tristan. So today's video, we're going to talk about being married to an older man. So if you guys have been following me for a while, you guys know that I am married to my amazing husband. Hey, boo. And he is older than me, so we're going to talk about that today. So we met back at work in 2012, almost, what, 7 years ago. And
I didn't see that.
You weren't here, no. So yeah, we met at work, and like you youngsters like to say, I shot my shot. He jokes about it because he says that I yelled at him. But had I not, said something, would we be where we are today? Okay. So I take credit for that. Yeah, because I knew he liked me and I liked him. I wanted to say something to him, and we talked about it, and here we are years later, 2 kids, and it's been the best couple of years of my life. He is older than me. He is 39. I am 30. I just turned 30 back in December, and he'll be 40 next year.
Next week.
Oh, man.
I like how you said that.
What?
I just turned 30. He's gonna be 40.
Because that's another month.
I'm not even 9 years older than her. So.
Yeah. He's 8 years, 8 years and 11 months. Yeah. So yeah, he's older than me by almost 9 months, but I mean it's
9 years.
9 years. Sorry, I was pregnant again. But so it's not that big of a gap, but it's still kind of big. But he doesn't look like he's about to be 40. Like, I mean, I feel like you're aging backwards.
Thanks.
Maddie, don't crack. I want to talk about some of the pros and cons of being with an older guy, because I mean it's really not that big a deal. But I guess I was watching a video of like a lady, her husband was like in his 70s and she was like in her 20s, and now that's a big deal. So I feel like ever since I've been with him, I matured quickly, being that he is older, because you were 30. You were 32 when I met you, and I was like 23. Still in my early 20s, still, just living my life and everything. But I felt like when I met him, like, I really matured, and I'm glad that I did, because, he's taught me a lot. Like, the guy is smart. Like, y'all don't know anything about this man. He's very intelligent, and he's very wise, and he's very smart. Like, he knows a lot about, like, hunting, a lot about outdoors, a lot about sports. Like, he's like very smart when it comes to finances, when it comes to investments. But yeah, he's taught me a lot since we've been together, and he continues to teach me a lot. And I feel like if you're going to be with somebody, you need to be with somebody that is going to challenge your intelligence, like that's going to challenge you to be better. It's going to challenge you to do things outside of your comfort zone. And I feel like with him, he's done that. Like, if it wasn't for him, I probably would have never been skiing. I probably would have never been fishing, or I've probably never been into sports, hockey, rugby, because those are things that he is interested in. So I feel like he's like educated me a lot about things outside of my comfort zone. So if you guys are, looking for a deal breaker when it comes to a relationship, definitely, get with somebody that can challenge you and that can teach you things outside of your comfort zone, especially when it comes to traveling. Like, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have been out the country, and I wouldn't have done some things that I've done. He's not a yes man. Like, I mean, his philosophy is he loves to make me happy. He strives to do everything to make me happy, but he does not let me walk all over him. And I really like that, because I know there's some ridiculous things that I want and desire, but he's just like, sweetie, no. And I like that. So that's a pro right there. Another pro is he knows what he wants. Like, there's nothing worse than having somebody that just doesn't know what they want, like whether it be something in life, when it comes to relationship and everything. I remember off gate when we were talking about relationships and stuff, like he told me off gate that he wanted to be married and have kids, He was the only one that wasn't married and didn't have kids. So I snatched that. But off gate, you know, he told me that that's what he wanted. And, you know, I was like, what? I knew what I was getting myself into, but I love that that's what, I knew that the relationship was going to go somewhere. And I'm thankful that to have somebody that knew exactly what he wanted. He works so hard, y'all. Like, I mean, he's a hard worker. He does not give up. And I love that in a man because nothing's worse than being with somebody that just gives up, that just has no guidance and just doesn't know what they want. They go for what they want. They don't give up. And that is a pro to have when it comes to a man. It's good to be with somebody older, younger, that just knows what they want in life. There's not really many cons, except, I mean, you're older, you're gonna be 40 before I get to 40. But I guess the different generations.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff that I know, like TV shows, and there's a lot of stuff that, you know, I can talk about with older people that she has no clue what I'm talking about.
At all.
Yeah.
Like you have to Google it or like YouTube it so I can see what it is because I just have no idea. Certain things that, you know, he grew up watching that I didn't because he was born in the early 80s and I was born in the late 80s. So some things I just caught on late to, and I mean, we just have different tastes in things that we watch. I mean, the other day I told you guys we were watching axes being thrown at walls. I wouldn't have watched that if it wasn't for him. So yeah, it's just a different generation things. He's an older 80s baby and I'm a millennial, so. So how do you feel about being with a younger lady?
I like being with, obviously I like being with you, otherwise I wouldn't be married to her. But now the way she was saying about, like, you gotta have someone who's gonna push you. And, you know, yeah, I do a lot of different things. You know, I like the skiing and the rugby, and, you know, I got her into football, you know, Steelers. But I am an introvert, and she drags me out. You know, she makes me meet people. She makes me do social stuff, and it's good. You know, it makes me a more well-rounded person. So, I mean, we gotta push each other. So, you know, you have to have some common interests, and, you know, I think number one in our lives, the number one common interest is family.
Yes.
But then outside of that, if your partner is totally the same, you're just gonna be bored.
Yes, I agree.
So you need to have someone who's gonna push you, you know, outside of your comfort zone.
Yes.
Otherwise, you just, you know, you're not gonna grow. You're not gonna be the best representation of yourself. So.
Ooh, get a boo. That's deep. So you like this youngest?
Yeah.
Awesome. So yeah, that's so true. Like, I mean, we're so opposite personality wise, but I think it's such a great balance for us. I don't want him to not be himself. That's one thing that I would never ever want him to change, is him being himself. But I would like for him to, you know, do more social things, because I don't know, like, I feel like you just never know who you're going to come in contact with, who could be that connect. And I just feel like with him being so closed when it comes to communication with other people, I just feel like, you know, he just has to branch out and do more social things. That's what I'm here for. So you guys had a few questions, so I want to just answer a few real quick because they were really good questions. So a question was, how do we know that we were the one for each other?
It was just different the first night we hung out. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but it was like hanging out with my friends, but it was our first date.
Yeah, and we connected really, really well, and it was magic. I prayed about it because I didn't want to jump into something because I was alone. And, you know, when you want love and you want to be with somebody, of course, you know, all different types of people are gonna come your way. I was just wanting to make sure I was getting into the right relationship because I was by myself, and I don't know, I just felt at peace. And that's one thing I tell like my friends: if you don't have peace about who you're going to be with or who you are with, then that's not who you need to be with. You shouldn't have to question, you know, who you're with, or you shouldn't like feel like, oh, I gotta check their phone. It's like that. And with him, I don't have to do that. I'm at peace knowing that I have a good man that loves me for me, and here we are almost, what, 6 years into marriage, and I'm blessed. Like, I'm truly blessed. When and how did our parents feel about us, like being interracial?
I think my parents were excited that I finally actually met somebody.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, I was an introvert. I didn't go out a whole lot.
When was the last time before, like, when you dated? Like 10 years ago? 10, 20 years?
Probably.
Yeah, like an actual date. 20 years, really. Not that it was.
Just kidding. But when was before me, like, when was the last time, like, you actually went on a date?
Yeah, so it was like a decade.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because I remember when they found out that we were dating, like, I remember I was going to school and he was like, my parents want to meet you. And I was like, what? Really? But yeah, I remember it was so sweet. They're so sweet, y'all. When I told my mom, she was excited. I guess she didn't think that I would be with a white man or whatnot, but she loves Maddie. Like, when she first met him, I remember her little short arms reached out to me because she's like half your size, but she loves him. My dad loves him. Like, our families, like, I can't wait for all of us to like get together, but you know, our families really love each other, and it's a blessing. All right, how long were we together before we got married? We didn't date.
Not even a year.
Yeah, we only dated for like, what? But I remember like, what, 3-4 months in, he mentioned marriage, and I was like, oh my God, like, this one's for real. So it was like quick, but that's what I'm saying. Like, he knew what he wanted, I knew what I wanted, so it was like, why waste time? So that's the crazy thing about us. We've been married longer than we dated. So, I mean, I love it. I would not have it anyway. And that goes back to what I was saying, having peace and having faith, you know, in your relationship, in your marriage. And I prayed about it and it was like, you know, we didn't waste any time. So here we are, you know, married almost 6 years, and we're still at it. So another question was, how do I navigate personal boundaries with you being an introvert on YouTube? Like I said, I'm not going to change him. I'm not going to make him be somebody that he's not. If he doesn't want to be on camera, he's not going to be on camera, because, I mean, he works long hours. He's a busy man. He takes care of us. So he's always busy and everything, and I'm not going to put him on camera if he's tired or he doesn't feel like it. We don't have to show PDA to prove our love for each other. Like, I mean, we don't show a lot of PDA. We hold hands, we kiss, but it's not like outrageous. You know, some people have to prove themselves like they're happy. We don't have to prove that we're happy. I love that, because, you know, we don't have to go out our ways to prove that we love each other, because it shows. You know, it's in real life, you know that we're truly happy and we love each other, and I love that about us, and I love that you guys accept us for that. People ask, like, why don't y'all kiss on cameras like that? I mean, we do, but it's not like every day or all the time, because we be tired. We have kids, we have real lives. So so just for anybody that's wondering, you know, like, he is an introvert, he is quiet, and I'm not changing him. I'm not making him be a YouTube husband or, you know, somebody that he's not, and that's just it. So what's the next move? Any more kids? Any moves?
A sister and another brother.
Ooh. Yikes, that's too much.
I think we're good right now.
Yeah.
No, you need
Let's
4 kids.
get these 2 under control first.
You need 4 kids so you can live forever.
Yeah. I would like a girl next, but it's nothing set in stone. Like, we're good. Yeah, we're good with our girl and our boy, and I think our unit is perfect the way it is.
Yes.
But if God has other plans, we'll let y'all know. And as far as the move, we're waiting for our house to be built, and we'll be moving in the summertime, because it's a little delayed right now. So we'll be moving early summer. So I hope that answered a few of your questions. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We really appreciate your love and support, and we thank you guys so much for always supporting, loving us, and all that. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Bye.